We're back on BVarsity Live. Last segment of a super show for a super weekend in Bakersfield. We have state wrestling championships this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday at Rabobank Arena. And meanwhile, up in Fresno, we'll have the section basketball championships. Valley tomorrow night for Division II. We just talked to Ridgeview's boys basketball team. They play Lemoore at 8 o'clock. Right before that, at 6 o'clock, it's Independence against Bakersfield High in an all-Kern County D2 girls championship. And the Drillers are with us now. Jimmy Henry's the coach down there on the end. And Kylan McMillan and Taylor Caldwell, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys being here.
Jimmy, have you stopped smiling since last night? I just
we got to go.
I can't tell.
Trevor gets excited about a lot of stuff, but this is as excited as I've seen him after. He saw you guys beat Redwood, a top seed last night, in a buzzer beater, 42-41. Taylor, you did the honors on the buzzer beater. Trevor, you want to give a quick recap? Let's try to keep this short because I know you could talk about it for like half an hour.
Well, it was just funny how Madison Cass, probably, the best recruited player on the court last night. We can go ahead and say that. She's going to Montana State, 6'1". She can do everything. She hits a three-pointer to put them up by 3. Kyler, you hit a free throw to get you guys within 1. You hit 2 free throws, front end of 2. And so you guys are down by 1. 6.9 seconds left. John, let's go ahead and run this to the 2:06 mark. And let's watch this video. So here you guys are in this moment, and you guys are down by 1, 9.6 seconds left. Who got the rebound, Jimmy? Do you remember? Off the free throw, Navarro's free throw for Redwood. So you guys get the rebound. You call a quick timeout, 9.6 seconds left. And both of those timeouts that you had late in the game, you kept the girls in the huddle for as long as possible. The refs were right on you calling the whistle. You're calling a play, you're talking about it, and I thought about this before the game about how much magic you had on the court as a player at Foothill when you were a player and when you played with the Globetrotters. But last night, really, where that opportunity was for you to have this.
Hang on real quick, Troy. I think he skipped it ahead here.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go to this.
It was a back and forth game.
Yeah,
great finish, back and forth finish, really.
Yep, Taylor, you get there. So you get within 1, so it's 40-39 at this point. Oh, that's what it was. You got it within 1. And then here's the ball. Taylor, you come up. Go ahead and talk about this, Jimmy.
Well, it was designed to be a man-to-man defense. They've been playing us man the whole second half. So when they went 2-2-1, it shocked me because they couldn't foul us because we'd be in the bonus.
Right.
So when Taylor got past the first person and she drove, the person on the bottom wing couldn't come up because we had Kiara in the game also. So she had a direct line to the basket. 25 had to go. And Chalet was in front of my bench, and I was telling her, Chalet, cut. She cut. Taylor drew the defense. Nice bounce pass. Layup, 2 points. Game over.
Taylor, from your perspective, what are you seeing on that play? I mean, did you kind of see that all happening before it happened?
I was just trying to get up the court and get to the basket. And I saw the opening for Chalet, and it was there.
Does that... I mean, that entire play happened in, 6 seconds? Slow motion? I mean, how does it happen in your brain?
You just see the whole vision of the court, and when you see the opening, you try to get it to it.
Kyla, how about your perspective of that play?
I thought it was a great play. I didn't know what happened. I was looking somewhere else. And then when I turned around, I seen the ball in the air, and then we just all started celebrating.
Well, to be honest, Chalet makes a shot, and I don't think she realized. You look at her and you go back and look at the video.
She kind of walks back towards the bench.
Yeah, she was walking back looking at me, and I was telling her to turn around to play defense.
Because you still had 3.1 seconds left.
Correct. And then I realized they didn't have no more timeouts.
Yep.
And the clock continued to run in high school if you take the ball out of bounds. Mm-hmm. So I was going towards the baseline, and when the buzzer went off, overexcited, that's when I ran out the gym.
Well, seriously, though, it's a great story. Number 5 seed. You beat the 4 seed, Tulare Western, last week, and then the 1 seed Redwood go back on the road, but now you face a Bakersfield team in Independence that you played earlier this year. What's it going to be like, Kyla, to play for a Valley tomorrow night, you think?
I think it's going to be an amazing experience. I mean, since my freshman year, we've never made it to Valley, so I think it's going to be awesome.
Kyla, this team hasn't made it to Valley since before you were in kindergarten. So let's go ahead and put it in that perspective. I mean, this is pretty much who plays with Ebony in club? Which one of you guys? Sanders.
Me.
Yeah, so here you go. You get to play against somebody who you know quite well. I mean, this is the fun part about playing against rivals that are also friends for the section championship, right? Yeah. I mean, this is what it's all about.
This is one of those things, too. that it's two Bakersfield teams playing in Fresno. That's sort of the downside of having these one-site things.
Right.
Is if you played this game at BC or even at BHS, you'd get a huge crowd. Jimmy, where do you come down on that? I mean, it's going to be Selland Arena, which is going to be cool in that championship atmosphere, but would you rather play it in Bakersfield if you had the choice?
Yes, I would. I talked about it with a couple of other coaches, and I don't understand because it's the Valley Finals. Why haven't part of the Valley been here in Bakersfield at the Rabobank Arena? And the answer I got, wrestling.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, yeah, it wouldn't be at Rabobank, that's for sure.
So I can understand that point of view, but it would have been nice to have it go from Fresno to Bakersfield every other year, so we can also have our home court advantage.
Yeah, that would certainly be nice. Taylor, what's your feeling going into tomorrow night? Now you're a little more than 24 hours away from playing for a Valley title.
Well, it's exciting because none of my family has been to Selland Arena, and it's just going to be a good crowd.
Yeah, it should be a big crowd, and I'm sure Ridgeview will bring some people up that'll cheer for one side or the other. All Kern County battle. You guys played Independence earlier in the year, is that correct?
Correct.
And they beat you in a fairly tight game, I believe. Where do they challenge you?
Far as we equal on the guards. Independence got some very good guards. Of course, they got Ebony Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
They are well coached. They definitely play good defense, and they very athletic. So we match up well with them. The first time we played them, Kyla was in foul trouble from the beginning of the game. So it really changed the whole scheme of the game plan I went in with. Hopefully that don't happen tomorrow night. And, we fight to the end, keep it close, have an opportunity to win like we did last night.
Yeah, Independence. Go ahead, Trevor.
Am I off base by thinking that the winner tomorrow night is not going to score over 40 points if the game plan for you and Val kind of goes the way you want because you guys both play defense so well? And it is a very cavernous arena. And Taylor, I don't know if you ever played in a big, in a big arena like this. I mean, your kind of depth perception is off. Jimmy, I mean, would that be a surprise to you if the winner was like 38-35?
No, it wouldn't be a surprise. We both pride our teams on defense. Defense win championships. I always thought no matter how many points you score, if you don't play D, then the team going to be pretty much equal with you.
Yep.
So it's going to be a defensive-minded game tomorrow.
Taylor, what do you remember about that first meeting with Independence?
I just remember that Kyla was in foul trouble. They were getting good shots on three-pointers, so we have to defend the three well. And we have to stop their penetration.
And they shoot, they penetrate. And they also have, kind of like you guys do, Kyla, the very active hands on the perimeter. I mean, they're trying to force steals. They're trying to get transition opportunities. Is it a little bit like looking in the mirror in that way?
Yeah.
How do you combat that when somebody comes at you that way?
Give it back to them.
There you go. I like that. So it should be a battle royale out on the perimeter, and maybe more steals wins the game. I don't know.
Kyla, after winning last night, did you see Kim Jenkins at all today? Did he say, hurry up, get on the track, or did he say, go ahead and keep playing basketball until you're ready to move over to track and field?
Well, actually, I seen him before the game, and we talked, and he told me good luck. So
I guess he was
and for
okay
those
with
that
you
don't
winning.
remember, Kyla was you made it to state last year.
Yes.
You were on the show, actually, when we did that big kind of blowout with all the state participants in track and field. So, that's something for you. Taylor, for you, you're in your sophomore year. You have interest from a few colleges already. Is that right?
Yes.
Is it Pepperdine? Cal State offered you last year. Coach McCall offered you last year. Who else is in the run for you? Is it UNLV? Is that right?
Yes, I have UNLV, UCLA, Long Beach State, and North Carolina.
And Taylor's just a sophomore, folks, so that's more to come, we think, probably, too. And as far as track, I don't think Jimmy's letting Kyla go for another week at least.
No, not at all.
the state playoffs to come next week after this, too. Jimmy, I saw your comment to Trevor that he put in a story yesterday that, you can be a really good team and not make it to Selland Arena. It's a special thing to make it. You've been working a long time to get there. Now you get there with a 5 seed all of a sudden. What has this run been like for you as a coach?
It's been a very interesting run. It's been satisfying, and it has also been frustrating. We had pretty decent teams over the past. We had a lot of talent, and even though our record was good, sometimes you don't get the best seed, you know, when they do the seedings. So to not sit in the stands this time and actually be on the court coaching, it's a dream come true, and it's a testament to this team. We worked hard. We put a lot of hard work in. From the beginning of the season, I told the girls the possibilities. Continue to work hard. Teams will underestimate us, and we're going to surprise and shock a lot of people. And now we have opportunity.
And here it is, the calendar's turned to March, and here we are talking about Selland Arena. Kyla, were there ever doubts? I mean, did you have down times this year where you thought maybe this team isn't going to make it to this point?
No, from the beginning, I knew that throughout the season we were going to grow as a team, so I never really doubted the team. I just knew that we were going to come together eventually.
How about you, Taylor? Was there a low point where maybe you didn't think this would happen?
No, you always just have to have faith.
Even when you're down 1 point to Redwood, and here we go again. Yeah, I mean, that's great bounce pass. I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better than that.
I mean,
Jimmy will take all the credit for it, I'm
She's just
sure.
like, what? What'd I do?
Yeah, no, that's
You
that's
just sent
fantastic.
your team to Selland, is what you did.
Well, and hey, Selland Arena tomorrow night. We're going to have to get going, but Ridgeview's boys will play the 8 o'clock game, preceded by a pretty darn good precursor, and that's BHS against Independence. The girls, and Kern Valley's boys also play against Fresno Christian at 4 o'clock. And then the state wrestling will be going on at Rabobank from 9 to 9 tomorrow, and then about the same Saturday. So wall-to-wall action, Kern County sports. March meet going on this weekend, too, if you like drag racing. So it's a big weekend. We hope you enjoyed our show with Roger Blake. Our thanks to him for stopping by with the CIF, also to Ridgeview's boys basketball team, the BHS girls basketball team. Producer is John Farron. That's Trevor Horn. And I'm Zach. What?
Yeah. No, I was just saying.
Bye, everybody.
I'm hungry.
Sunrise for bowling.